Alright, welcome back, guys. Today, I thought I would start a little mini series about how to build character as a man or young man. And one thing, if you've watched my videos and kind of understand what makes a great man, then you know that having a code is a very important part of that. And there's a lot of ways you can go with this. You can do so much by creating a code. And it's incredibly important because it allows you to act properly in the world. Because with the way everybody else acts, they have basically total freedom to do anything. And when you have freedom to do anything, you have no direction and you have no idea what you're going to do now. So, by creating your own code, it's putting you within certain parameters that you decide, and by doing this, you're giving yourself some direction, a place to go, and boundaries to stay in, which is incredibly important because, like I just said, people don't have those boundaries, or at least they don't set them for themselves. They allow other entities to do that, such as government, law, corporations, or just the people around them who happen to have more authority than them. They allow them to set those parameters, whereas you should be the one doing that. You should create your own code and know what you're going to do and what you're not going to do, and what you believe is right and what you believe is wrong. So, about 2.5 years ago, I made a document which is basically a contract. Contracts will be a part of it, part of something I'll be mentioning in another video. But this is part of the code because what I did on here is lay out some of the things that I am going to do, and then because it's a contract, I sign it at the bottom, and I'm saying to myself, this is what I'm going to do, this is how I'm going to live, and this is what I believe in. So I wrote, to sign this paper is an agreement. The agreement is this: you must always uphold the truth and speak the truth as much as possible. You will bring more freedom and liberty into the world, both physical and mental freedom. You will conduct yourself as if you could leave this earth within the next day. You will fight clearly defined evil. You will constantly change yourself for the better. You will prove yourself by action, not word. You will protect your friends and family at all costs. You will live a life based in truth and good in order to bring more good into the world. And then this other section I have, it says, the list could go on, but if there are 10 things that we must remember, they are: realize what is in your control and what is not. Live a life of service, not as a slave to anyone, but as a knight fighting the eternal dragons. Waste no time arguing what a good man should be one. Become a sea in order to receive a polluted stream without becoming impure. It is not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. Any person capable of angering you is your master. He can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by him. Difficulty exposes the man to himself. Protect your family at any cost, for you are one strong unit. Seek to create something. Carve yourself as if you were carving a beautiful statue out of marble. Then at the very bottom it says, to sign here is to sign an agreement to your friends, family, and the world. I also should add to yourself, because that's the number one thing. It's agreement to yourself. And if you can start off with that, then it's easier to be that with your friends, family, in the world. And at the top of the paper you can see that we have our family crest, which I think is also another important thing that people should do, is design your own family crest, because it changes things and it makes your family, it sounds weird, but it makes it seem more personal. Because the way families are now, it's like most families are just people who are your roommates, is how a lot of people act. And how a lot of people see their family is like that. So it's weird, but by creating a family crest, it's like you're making it more personal, and you're actually a group of people who happen to be together because of just the circumstances of the world, but also that you are one unit and you are going to work together to try to create a better future. But when it comes down to it, would you rather trust a man without a code or one with a code? Even if the man with the code was a bad person, I think you'd rather trust the man with the code, because the man without the code can be bought by anybody and are willing to do basically anything, which I don't think a lot of people realize how dangerous it is to not have a code. You see, I believe they say it's like it takes 72 hours of not having access to grocery stores or food in grocery stores and like clean water or something like that, and then everybody goes crazy. That's gonna be a problem if there's men without a moral code or without a moral compass running around, because they're going to do a lot of damage. They're going to kill, rape, and steal because they have not set those parameters for themselves of how they should conduct themselves in the world. One good book I recommend to people is 1 Second After, and it's about an EMP attack on the United States. And you can see in that book just how people react when something bad like that happens, because it's just terrible. People do a lot of things that you wouldn't expect. Even so many of your friends and family members would do terrible things that you could never imagine. However, if they all had a moral code, I think that would change. At least for a few people it would change. But a few people makes a big difference. Anyway guys, just want to make this video, and this is going to be a little mini series about how to build a character as a man. Not to say I have all the answers either, because I definitely do not, but this is just what I have learned. So I hope you guys get something out of this. I hope you guys make your own contract for yourselves, your friends, family, and the world. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you guys very much for watching. We're at 600 subscribers now, which is pretty awesome. Who knows, maybe we could get to 1,000 by, say, this time next month. That would be pretty awesome. That would be really cool. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.